Here I stand atop the castle here in Marugame in Shizuoku. It's a pretty amazing view here. That castle right there, we're going to talk about it in a second. You could actually stay in the castle here if you have a certain amount of money. It's a pretty authentic experience. I'll show you some of the articles on that. But check out this view. We have all of Shikoku, it feels like, in this area. Well, that in there is the Inlet Sea. Over there on the other side, you can see in the distance is Honshu Island. And I just came over that bridge, which is the Great Seto Bridge. It's an amazing drive. It seems to go on forever, that bridge. You see that in the distance there. It's so cool. The rain is coming down though. We got a break right now, so I can show you some of the attractions here in Marugame, across the Inlet Sea in Shikoku. This is so cool. I'm on another island. But it was this castle, which you could see from all over, like the entire city. The castle is really high up on a hill. It's an older castle from the 16th century. It's got a lot of history. I'm not sure if it's been rebuilt or not, but I'll put a link in the description to the website for this castle. You can go and check it out for yourself and learn a little bit more about it. Here's the map of the castle right there. It doesn't take a lot of time to visit it. I thought that it's pretty manageable in about an hour or so. You can come in here. You can actually go inside, I believe. I can't find the ticket gate though. Maybe it's over there. We'll go check it out. But the walk is pretty steep coming in. It was a good 5-minute walk. Burned off some of that bakery stuff I ate at the interchange driving over here from Okayama. But and I do have to be mindful of the weather here. Check out the map. It is the rainy season, and the rain is coming down. I think that we're in that break. Do you see between Takamatsu on the middle right side? I think that's where we are right now. We're going to be okay for about, I don't know, 20 minutes or so. Then it's going to start to rain again. And I think it's going to clear up in the afternoon. Maybe I'll show you some of the other areas that I'm going to film today for the main channel. Rainy season, what can you do? It's just weather, as we like to say. But it's pretty cool. I've got 5G at this location. The signal kind of cuts out, so I can't wander too far around here. There's another observation deck over there. But let's just pan around, take a quick look at the Marugame area. This is famous for the udon. I guess you guys have heard of Sanuki udon, which is the really thick noodles, the white udon noodles with tempura on top, which is so good. That's famous in this town. In fact, Marugame Seimen is one of the famous chains of the area. And maybe I'll go find the head shop and eat there. I'm sure it tastes a little bit different. But with those wispy clouds going through, that's why Shikoku is great in the rainy season. You have these views of those low clouds just plowing through the mountains. On the Shinkansen coming here, I could see the Shinkansen in the morning. 20 minutes later at 6:20 was clear. 6:40, Mount Fuji was gone on the Shinkansen. I thought that shows you just how quickly weather conditions can change, in particular this time of year. To Shikoku, there's the cell tower that's probably giving you the signal that you see right now, and over there, the Inlet Sea. There you can see some ships going by there. Let's see how far I can zoom. That's a live shot from this area. It's pretty scenic. Now, the article, let's take a look. This comes from Kyoto News. And let's read it here. Marugame Castle stay added to West Japan City home tax gift choices. So I thought this came out just a few days ago, and castle lovers now have a new opportunity to spend a night at a Japanese castle from July, as the city of Marugame in Western Japan has added a Shirohaku accommodation plan to its list of return gifts under the nationwide hometown tax program. If you use some of your money to buy in this tax scheme, you get the tax money taken off of your bill, and you get some goodies from a hometown or a local area of Japan. I think it's a genius thing. So if you got to donate 4.22 million yen to get a gift stay here, that's about $30,000. So that's kind of high. But a stay here typically would be about $8,000 US. So yeah, it's going to be pretty pricey for that quote unquote authentic experience. Furusato Noze is what that tax scheme is called, and Kanai and I, we always buy like Miyazaki Gyu, and we buy some shoyu from a certain area of Japan's, maybe some cherries from Yamagata and peaches from Yamanashi, things like that. We like to get peaches up from in Fukushima are also really good. We like to get all kinds of goodies. That's what the accommodation looks like. Let's stop it there for a second. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. We're gonna get a look inside. We have an NHK story that also shows us the accommodations inside the castle. It's comfortable. I don't know if it's $8,000 a night comfortable, but it comes along with the stay, all right? It's not just about the bed. Patrons can enjoy drumming performances to welcome them upon arrival. That's very authentic. At the gate, which is what I came into, which is the thumbnail here, you have access to a night lounge in the castle's main keep. That's pretty cool. You can have a cocktail in there, which is designated as a national and cultural property, and enjoy breakfast at the Nakazu Banshoen Garden in the city, which is very nice and exclusive. So there you go. Normally it's 1.2 million yen a night for 2 people. That's $8,000. Maybe someone will super chat that, and I'll go and I'll show you that experience. They're not going to give it to me for free, I don't think. But I thought this was really unique that you can get it through Furusato Noze. Here's the NHK video here. The sound is off on it, but it shows you some of the history of it, which I thought was really, really nice. It's a short clip. That's the entrance to the hotel. I was looking for it too. There's a lot of construction going on here. It's got to be around here somewhere. I think it's just over there at the keep. And that's the bed. I'm guessing that's the entrance where it is. Here's the local leader who's talking about how they want to retain that original charm. Like little details in the room, which you have to really look at. The gold leaf inside of the walls, things like that. The shoji paper doors. The wood as well. That's something that, you know, it's hard to find artisans that know how to do this kind of thing anymore. So the cost is quite high to get this done in today's world, where back then they had artisans who could do that. The bathroom looks really cool. That's made of hinoki, I believe, Japanese cypress. So it's got a distinctive smell to it. I'm sure it's a pretty neat stay for the money if you happen to have it. But staying in a castle, that's something you could tell all your friends. That's pretty cool. The meal looks pretty good. It looked all local stuff, the seafood caught from the sea that I just showed you there. I'd like to try it, you know, one of these days. I might just do that. But I think that in general, though, the more tourists come here, the harder it is to come to get an authentic experience in Japan. I'm dead serious. I just had a talk with a couple of friends of mine, including one who's really connected with the tourist industry, and we all agreed that it's getting a little bit out of hand to the point where there's a night would be 1.265 million yen. It's getting to the point where there's a lot of the over-tourism causing a lot more tourist traps to be built, and it's becoming more like Rome, where you go to a beautiful site and you get, you know, touristy stuff. It's not a real authentic experience. This is. And you really have to travel out of the way to get here. It's quite far from Tokyo, and there's the castle right now that we are in front of. How cool is that? We're here live with Michael Sassano. Aloha, let's start a castle, stay fun, so you can live stream from there and share all about it. I'll live stream it. I'll make a main channel episode on a documentary about how this castle was built. I think would be pretty cool. But you can see the masonry, the rocks, the ishi stones that were created. This is a real castle. I mean, it's not one that's probably in the top 10, but it's certainly one that's a national heritage treasure. There's so many designations, I don't know what they're called. They light it up at night. You can see the lights up there. Now, this is where the risk comes in. This is where it gets a little risky. So before I walk out, let me show you exactly on the map where I am. You can see there's Marugame Castle right there. It's on Shikoku Island. I drove here from Okayama, took the Shinkansen at the crack of dawn. You can see the Instagram stories. Follow me from there. I drove across that bridge right there, the Great Seto Bridge. And I thought I would stop off here on my way to the next town where I'm going to be filming, because you know, even from space you can see the moat around this medieval-looking structure, which is so cool. Again, there is a lot of construction going on here, which is good to preserve it. There's just basically what's it called, the Tenshu, the main keep, the gate, the main castle at the top. It's not very big, Most of it, you can see looks like the outline of what used to be a massive castle, but this is the only one that's the only building on here that's remaining. You can see it in the center of your screen there. And those are the windows that would be your bedroom windows, I guess, if you were to go in there. It's very cool. I don't know how the signal's going to work here, so I'm gonna try my best. If we cut out, and if it starts raining, I might dash back to the car. But we can go ahead and give it a try. Let's just go take a look. I'm not gonna force the issue because I am recording, and sometimes cameras and pictures and things like that are sensitive topics. But let's just go take a look. See. Okay, it's 400 yen. Junior high school students, 20% discount for tourists. You know what? I don't mind going to take a look for about 20 minutes or so. This is the last time you're probably going to be seeing these 1,000 yen notes too. They all change in about 24 hours. Not right away, but. Konnichiwa. 撮影は大丈夫ですか？
OK です。
OK ですか？
一人で。
はい。
はい。400円。はい。
まあ英語であれば嬉しいけど、日本語も読める。ありがとうございます。はい。そしたらね、すみません、スリッパにスリッパ、はい、わかりました。はい。はい。アメリカ。でも日本に住んでますね。はい。Okay, so we gotta put the shoes where my slippers were. How cool is this? Oh my goodness. I don't know how the signal is going to be, but wow, this is so steep. You can smell, it does smell like Orton Hall at Ohio State, like the old 18th century building. A little musty. This is pretty cool. Oh, this is cool up here. All right, let's go back up the steps to the top. Maybe the signal will get a little bit better. It's just a neat cultural experience to be able to take you up here. Oh, before the rains come back. Oh, this is cool. We have it all to ourselves. There's not another tourist at this spot right now. Hold on, let me see. So we're at the very, very top. Here's the view. It's kind of comparable to the view down there. It's not anything different. That's pretty cool. So we're on the top of the main part of the castle. I think it was the tenshu. I can't remember the word exactly for it, but yeah, this is pretty neat. You can see the wooden beams. I think it looks original to me. It certainly smells original. You get a sense that it is older. Here's the ticket, which in itself is pretty cool. That's good to put in your scrapbook when you go to visit other castles. And they have the history in Japanese. In 1597, Marugame Castle was started to construct by Chikamasa, who was assigned by trust. Well, you guys can screenshot that if you want. All right. Very cool. All right, I'm gonna go down now. I think that's about it. I gotta get to my next meeting, but you can see the steps come up a very That's where we were before. We were right there. All right, let's go back down here. I'll let these people have some time up here by themselves. That's cool, huh? The windows. You could shoot bow and arrow through there or something. I think you should go backwards. I'm gonna go forwards. It's even scarier with, just to give you an idea, I wanna show you frontwards, how steep the steps are. And it's not easy with. Oh, wow. Go slowly, there's no rush. Hey, David Kimura's here. Thanks, David. All right, let's go back out. I will. I'll stop off and get some things from Shikoku for them when I go back to Tokyo. Maybe some of those white peaches. That's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Ah, 面白かった。この建物もホテルですか？
いえ、違います。
違います。それ、
お城での宿泊のことですか？
はい。
はい。
まあちょっと高いですね。120万円ですけど。
高いです。はい。
はい。
今、はい、こう上開いる、ここね、はい。で、ここに、炎上館っていうのがあります。
ああ。
ここで泊まります。
あ、ここですね。
はい。で、ここは、この辺では、これはナイトラウンジ。
ああ。
はい。アフターサパかな。あとここで少し休んでもらう。
はい。あ、なるほど。
こことか2階3階。
ここにドリンク飲めるですね。
はい、少しだけ。
ああ、素晴らしい。
はい。
ああ、ちょっとお土産あるところ左右曲がって。
ここです。お土産ここです。
あ、ここですか。
これが坂スロープね、スロープ。
ああ、はいはいはい。
でここでスロープの終わり、ここから右ですね。はい、タントラン。
あ、この建物。
はい。
ああ、綺麗です。
ここはね、ここから行ってもらってもいいけど、ここの上から、ここからこう上がってもらった上からオーバービューが。
あ、見えますよ。は
い。そしたらよくわかりやすい。
はい。
はい。
面白い。
もしいるんだったらどうぞ。
あ、本当ありがとう。
これ地図いりますか、地図。
あ、はい。
はい、どうぞ。はい。
ありがとうございました。That was fascinating. So he showed me on the map, it's around here where the stay is, but you can get a drink in the main keep here. That's really cool. So they gave me the information. So if we do raise enough funds one day, thank you, David Kimura, for chipping in. Little by little, we'll get there. It's $8,000 for a stay here for one night, 2 people. I don't know if Leo could stay, but it'd be a pretty interesting stay. They have authentic food, and you know, it looks pretty good. The reviews for this place are pretty cool too. 10 minutes from Marugame by foot, so beautiful, dynamic stone walls. Just looking from the outside is also good, but if you want to see inside, you need to walk all the way up the steep steps, which is what I did. Very good reviews here. I always read the Google reviews to give me an idea of what's going on at night. You can see here. The keep is a little small. You guys just saw it, but it's very old. A lot of the original wood construction can still be seen here. The view from the top of the mountain is awesome. As you can see, the castle grounds are well maintained and there are vending machines and toilets nearby. There are. The gift shop at the bottom of the mountain is really interesting. So a pretty good experience, I think. Yeah, I think Marugame Castle is a pretty cool experience. If you're taking the train from Okayama going to Shikoku, you probably will stop off here if you're taking a local train, and it's probably worth getting a bowl of udon. 8,000 yen, no, $8,000. That's part of why you basically, you have the entire castle to yourself. And it's they tout it as an authentic experience, and it's 1.2 million yen, or as NHK says, it's about $8,000. Maybe it's getting cheaper because if the yen gets weaker, it'll get a lot cheaper for you to stay here. But you can see NHK featured this not too long ago, showing that you could stay here. It was pretty cool. Meow 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 is here. Well, thank you. Yeah, I get the postcards that are going out the day after tomorrow, before we go back to the U.S. So I'll put it in the mailbox for you. Thank you, Triple M. But it looks like it would be a pretty comfortable stay. What do you guys think? Leave me a comment below if you enjoyed this experience. It was pretty short, but I like to go up here. We're at the very top of Marugame. You can feel Shikoku. It does feel like we're in a completely different area. There are the vending machines over there. In the summertime, you're definitely going to need that. And this is a good place to end it, since we're running out. The signal I know is not going to work down there. Thanks everybody for watching. I appreciate it very much. I'll see you in another live stream, maybe later today, but definitely tomorrow. I'm going to be staying the night with two new friends, Daryl and Natsu, who live in the neighboring town. And they're originally from the United States. Natsu is Japanese. Daryl is from America, and they bought an Akiya. And tomorrow I'm going to show you their house, how they've renovated it, and how they got this deal, which is incredible. An abandoned house in the center of a really nice town here in the Sanuki region of Shikoku. It's a pretty ideal place. They have 2 kids, and we're all going to learn a lot from them, because I certainly want to hear more. That's just so cool to see these walls here. All right, everybody. Mata ne. Good timing as the rain is starting to come down as well.